It is crazy to think about all the things in the world that could have molded you into who you are now. However, it is cool to think about all the things we've experienced in our lives coming together to form the very person we are today. I would like to take the time to tell you about the influences in my life who have shaped me into the person I am before you today. To continue, let's discuss a person, a place, an experience that have had such a great impact in my life. First, I would like to discuss one of the people that have had the biggest impacts in my life thus far, my Grandma Cat. My grandma was the glue to my family. We never learned as much from anyone as we did her. Grandma Cat's house was in a neutral location in the middle of town. It was always the place to go, especially when you needed a home away from home. Grandma always welcomed you with open arms, a soda pop, and a fudge cake, and sometimes some stale Cheetos. Grandma Cat's house was the house we could go to for family gatherings like Thanksgiving, birthdays, and Christmas, or really anytime you just wanted to get away from home. The memories with Grandma Cat are unending, and the qualities of her we will remember forever. To this day, my cousins and I always talk about going to Grandma Cat's to play rummy and to have a cold Dr. Thunder. Oftentimes, we always talk about how we craved the cheap lunch meat on white bread with mayonnaise that she always used to make us, but it wasn't the sandwich that was best. It was the love that she put into them. But the one thing that we will never forget is the spunkiness that came out of her mouth. As she told us to shut up and listen to her wisdom, because she was a very wise woman. Next, I will tell you about the place that has shaped my life. There are many places dear to me, so this place is hard to come up with. My Grandma Cat's home, my mom's home, my dad's home, my first home, my sister's home, my church. However, the one thing that comes to mind is my Grandma Cat's tree. I know a tree, but that's what comes to mind. This tree sat to the left of my Grandma Cat's house. It was the center point for everything that my cousins and I did. This tree was the base for hide and seek. This place was the place that my cousins and I used to sit and gossip about, who we liked in school, who we didn't, or whatever we had on our mind that day. This tree is the reason I do not like ants to this day. I'm terrified. This tree was our jungle gym. This tree was parallel to the ground almost, so we could hang off of it, climb, do whatever we wanted. And next to the tree, we would play Red Rover, or we would play the red light, green light game, or just really anything we wanted. There was also a little creek we would go crawdad fishing with the ham I was talking about earlier, that she used to make sandwiches with. And now passing by Grandma's house, all I can think about is how much I miss her and wishing that she was still here. I miss the times that everything was so simple, just sitting on the tree. Finally, I'll tell you about an experience that has influenced my life. Family time. Family time at Grandma Cat's house was the most fun-filled time anyone could ask for. She lived on the block with her sister's family, her other sister's family, and all of her kids. They all still lived there, so everyone was always over. We were always playing the things mentioned above, like rummy, anything like that, card games. We would crawdad fishing with a cheap lunch meat, riding the neighbor's lawnmower, or four-wheeler, whichever one we decided. Mind you, that was her sister. And we would ride in the field near the highway because there was no grass. But without my family, I would be lost. I'm thankful for my grandma, who taught me so much about family when I was younger. 2017 was the worst year of my life thus far, and if it wasn't for family and friends, I'm not sure where I'd be. I was strong enough and had a head on my shoulders to know right from wrong, and to lean on them. I knew my grandma was with me. My grandma was always with me and said that family is everything, and I believe that wholeheartedly and still do. Although they do wrong, who doesn't? I have made the point to be there when needed, and I have made the point to make family a priority as it should be. Without these three things, I would not be the same person I am today. My Grandma Cat was definitely a well-respected woman who was everything to me and my family, and we miss her so much. So to conclude, we have talked about some of the major influences that have impacted my life. We have discussed a person, a place, an experience that have all truly impacted me and shaped me into the person I am today. And as I leave you today, I would like you to think about how amazing it is that there will be many more places, people, and events in our lives that challenge us and help us mold us into the people that we are supposed to become.
Very good.